What's up guys, my name is Natalie and welcome to my Nook of Novels. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys my entire TBR pile. So this is basically just every single book that I own that I have not read yet. And I'm also going to show you the books that I am currently reading. I'm reading Rise of the Eye of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz, War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, and The Complete Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. Now these next books are things that I don't necessarily have on my TBR, and what I mean by that is they're not on my want to read shelf on Goodreads, but my brother has them and I might end up reading them at some point. I probably will, just for the sake of reading them. And they're actually in my punishment bag for my Wheel of TBR as well. So there's a good chance that I will end up reading these. How to Read Literature Like a Professor by Thomas C. Foster. A lively and entertaining guide to reading between the lines. Netforce Safe House by Tom Clancy. Netforce Game Prey by Tom Clancy. The Firm by John Grisham. Brian's Return by Gary Paulson, the second book in the Hatchet duology, I guess. Telephone by Walter Wager. DEFCON 1 by Joe Weber. And The Teeth of the Tiger by Tom Clancy. If y'all have read any of those and think that they're good or know anything about them, please let me know, because I know absolutely nothing about them and don't technically plan on reading them, but if you think that I should read them, then let me know. So now moving on to the books that are actually on my TBR, 100%. Shield of Lies by Michael P. Cube McDowell, a Star Wars book, book 2 of the Black Fleet Crisis. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Lord of the Flies by William Golding. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Star Wars The New Rebellion by Christine Catherine Rush. Star Wars Planet of Twilight by Barbara Hambly. Star Wars Spectre of the Past by Timothy Zahn. Star Wars Vision of the Future by Timothy Zahn. Star Wars Legacy of the Force Invincible by Troy Denning. Star Wars Cloak of Deception by James Luceno. How To: Absurd Scientific Advice for Common Real-World Problems by Randall Munroe. Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Books 2 through 7 of the Enemy series. So that is The Dead, The Fear, The Fallen, The Hunted, and The End. The Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. Lover Be Lavender by Deborah Wiles. The 100 Lies of Lizzie Lovett by Chelsea Sidoti. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. The Trumpet of the Swan by E.B. White. An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. This Is Not the End by Chandler Baker. Where She Fell by Caitlin Ward. Allies and Assassins by Justin Somper. Voices of Dragons by Carrie Vaughn. Looking for Alaska by John Green. As Simple as Snow by Gregory Galloway. Paper Towns by John Green. Point Blank by Anthony Horowitz, the second book in the Alex Rider series. The Divergent trilogy, which is Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. Sherwood by Megan Spooner. Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Fallout by Ellen Hopkins, which I think is the third book in the Crank series, so I need to get the first 2 books. Once and for All by Sarah Dessen. All of William Shakespeare's plays except for A Midsummer Night's Dream. Escape from the Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz. Salt to the Sea by Rita Sepetys. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. Books 2 and 3 in the To All the Boys I Loved Before trilogy by Jenny Han, which are P.S. I Still Love You and Always and Forever Laura Jean. The Probability of Miracles by Wendy Wonder. The Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy by Laini Taylor, which is Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Days of Blood and Starlight, and Dreams of Gods and Monsters. Books 4 through 7 in the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, which are Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, and The Last Battle. Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. The Raven Cycle series by Mackie Stiefvater, which are The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and The Raven King. Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, and this is a children's version with some pictures in it. Pollyanna by Eleanor H. Porter, and this is another one with pictures. I have another copy of Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, also with pictures. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Rip Van Winkle, also with pictures. Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I have another copy of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. There we go. The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. I Like It Like That by Cecily von Ziegler, and it's a Gossip Girl novel. I have two It Girl novels. I'm not sure what numbers they are. It's definitely not 1 and 2. It's like 3 and 7 or some random thing like that. I'm not really sure. But it's Devious and Infamous, and they're both by Cecily von Ziegler. And then I have a bunch of Pretty Little Liars books. Again, they're not in order or anything. I think the first 3 or 4 are, and then it's numbers like 7 and 13 or something. I'm not sure, but I have Pretty Little Liars, Flawless, Perfect, Unbelievable, Heartless, and Crushed. And those are by Sarah Shepard. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. Guardians of Ga'Hoole, Lost Tales of Ga'Hoole by Achilissa, Historian of the Great Tree. Guardians of Ga'Hoole, The Rise of a Legend by Catherine Lasky. Helen Keller, A Photographic Story of Life by Leslie Garrett. Surprise Kill Vanish by Anne Jacobson. Freaky Friday by Mary Rogers. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, So You Want to Be a Jedi by Adam Gidwitz. A Book of Spirits and Thieves by Morgan Rhodes. The Selection series by Kiera Cass, which is The Selection, The Elite, The One, The Heir, and The Crown. Schooled by Gordon Corman. Pretend She's Here by Luann Rice. Peace, Love, and Baby Ducks by Lauren Miracle. Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven. Laura's Luck by Marilyn Sachs. A Heart and a Body in the World by Deb Coletti. The second book in the Crown's game duology, which is The Crown's Fate by Evelyn Skye. The Ready Player One duology by Ernest Cline, which is Ready Player One and Ready Player Two. And then I have a bunch of Rick Riordan books here. The Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, which is The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. And then I have the Heroes of Olympus series, which is The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, The House of Hades, and The Blood of Olympus. Then I have the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard trilogy, which is The Sword of Summer, The Hammer of Thor, and The Ship of the Dead. Then I have the first Kane Chronicles book, which is The Red Pyramid. Then I have the first 3 books of the Trials of Apollo series. I'm not sure if there's more or if it's just the 3, but I have the first 3, which is The Hidden Oracle, The Dark Prophecy, and The Burning Maze. And then I have Percy Jackson and the Great Heroes and Percy Jackson and the Great Gods by Rick Riordan, but they have artwork by John Rocco. Hiroshima by John Hersey. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I don't really know how to say this. I think it's Les Miserables, but I could be wrong, by Victor Hugo. The Giver by Lois Lowry. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. That Was Then, This Is Now by S.E. Hinton. The first 4 books in the Spirit Animal series. Wildborn by Brandon Mole. Hunted by Maggie Stiefvater. Blood Ties by Garth Nix and Sean Williams. And Fire and Ice by Shannon Hale. Code Warriors by Stephen Budiansky. All Quiet on the Western Front by Erich Maria Remarque? Not sure how you say that. 1984 by George Orwell. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. Star Wars I Jedi by Michael A. Stackpole. The Sixth Man by John Feinstein. The second book in the Triple Threat series, I guess. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. Books 2 through 5 in the Maze Runner series by James Dashner, which are The Scorched Trials, The Death Cure, The Kill Order, and The Fever Code. The Peter and the Starcatchers trilogy by Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson, which are Peter and the Starcatchers, Peter and the Shadow Thieves, and Peter and the Secret of Rundoon. Then I have books 24 through 42 and also 47 in the Magic Treehouse series by Mary Pope Osborne. So those are Earthquake in the Early Morning, Stage Fright on a Summer Night, Good Morning Gorillas, Thanksgiving on Thursday, High Tide in Hawaii, Christmas in Camelot, Haunted Castle on Hallows Eve, Summer of the Sea Serpent, Winter of the Ice Wizard, Carnival at Candlelight, Season of the Sandstorms, Night of the New Magicians, Blizzard of the Blue Moon, Dragon of the Red Dawn, Monday with a Mad Genius, Dark Day in the Deep Sea, Eve of the Emperor Penguin, Moonlight on the Magic Flute, A Good Night for Ghosts, and Abe Lincoln at Last. So that was every single book that I own physically that I plan on reading, and some that I'm not sure if I plan on reading or not. There's about 212-ish books, I think, but I believe roughly 50 of them are Shakespeare and 20 of them are Magic Treehouse. So there's actually about 130-ish books excluding those. So not incredibly terrible. Hopefully I can get through all of these books before I die. That would be fantastic, but we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did, and hit the notification bell if you would like to see the other videos that I post in the future. Hopefully I will be posting every single Monday. And comment down below other types of bookish videos that you would like to see from me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!